Hey, what's up, world? Welcome to another episode of Mundo's Garden, coming to you live from the garden. Here it is, your boy Mundo, and I'm out here right now in the garden trying to prune a couple things up, seeing how things are going. So I thought I'd give you guys a little update. A couple exciting things. Tomatoes are coming in lovely. Dill is going wild. These zucchinis are nuts. But I wanted to also see if there's something maybe you guys can help me with. Keep in mind, I'm still somewhat of a novice gardener. I'm in like my third year now, second or third year, and I'm still getting used to a lot of things. There's still a lot that I don't know, a lot that I haven't researched. I've researched some things, but not everything. But anyways, let's go ahead and give you a little update, so we can see what's going on here in the garden. Here is one of the zucchini plants, and now this, as you can tell, this from one of my previous videos, you can see here, this is by the leaves here, this is the yellow zucchini that I've planted out here. Now we have some that has a little bit of fungus, so I'll be worrying about taking care of that. And I don't know, maybe it's even potentially caused by this marigold plant here in the mix. Just chopped that one out, actually. This is what's happening here is some of these are starting to they're like rotting out. So I thought it was just like blossom end rot. And it looks like they're all rotting from the end, it appears. So I'm getting some that are turning out, looks like they're turning out a little bit better, and they're the ones that are getting this like green on it. Looks like those are turning out better, whereas these that are like this darker orangish almost, they start trying to like rot out at the end here. As you can tell, there's like, it's forming a hole there. Now this one isn't quite soft there like some others are, and they'll start rotting through, as you can see here. Now this one, look, this one was green actually also, so maybe the color isn't a distinction, but it starts rotting here and it starts like rotting throughout more and more. I'll see if I can find another one. I mean, as you see, there's plenty of zucchini coming out there. But see, like I can tell there's one that looks like it's not really gonna make it. And it's this one here, because I've already seen these quite a few times. Kind of broke there, but it's all thin, and it's like it doesn't thicken up. So a lot of times I'll rather pull those off, and maybe it wasn't just, maybe it was still just too young. But at the same time, it's like too many of them forming at once. I don't know if it's a good thing or not. So anyways, if you guys know a little bit more about it, you tell me. I'm going to go ahead and trim off that excess there once I finish this video. Really just the stem stuck left on there. But had to string up a bunch more of these because these tomatoes have really gotten out of control. But I guess before we get into the tomatoes, these marigolds also go pretty wild. Like, you see the size of that bush there. I mean, but here next to it, we got a pepper actually growing on it. And I always try to pull these weeds out that are like right next to the plants. I'm really not trying to have them competing for the nutrients in the soil. So I'll go ahead and pull those out. But these tomatoes going pretty nuts. But I mean, look at some of the sizes here. I mean, that's nice. This thing, I mean, if you could see that, look at these things. And there's decent amounts of them in here. There we go, one right there. We got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, what's that, 9, we got more. Oh look, I didn't see that one. 10, 11, 12, 13. I pulled like 3 off yesterday from this side alone. There's one hidden in there. I don't know if you guys can see that guy. There he is. He's hidden right up there. The grapes are, the vines are looking like they're shooting up nicely. I think we had a little bit of a, perhaps like a, might have a little worm, maybe a worm problem. You can see this, so I look for organic ways to take care of that. I pulled some little guys off earlier, but I'm gonna see what other organic treatments I can use. But it's climbing up nicely the way that I'm hoping for. Yeah, some of these trying to go out and grab on to our tomato plants, and that's not what we're looking for. So I try to train it back, and so it's like a back and forth kind of thing, but that's fine. It's doing okay. We go on this side, we got another pepper plant here, and it looks like there's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 3 or more peppers coming off of that one. We got another zucchini plant here and here. You can kind of see what I'm talking about. I already pulled that flower off, hoping that would help stop this process, but it doesn't look like it's really stopping the process here. So, I mean, you can see it's starting to rot here, and I mean, it's soft to the touch all the way till about here. So where you see this dark coloring, it's still nice and solid, but I can tell it's hollowing out or something. So I don't know exactly what's going on. But like, if it's diseased, I don't really want to put it into a compost bin. I need to keep this separate. So I'll just toss this over there for now. When I don't have them in a bed or anything like that, or in a compost pile, I'll know to throw them away. Here it looks like we have maybe a couple things we could probably trim up, but these are other tomatoes. That's where we were. Now we're on this side, and as you can see, we got some lovely tomatoes on this side as well. A lot of stuff I could probably trim up, get some air in here. Looks like we're dealing with a little, I don't know if it's blight or it's just maybe just a little dryness here, but this isn't strung up all the way, so that's probably causing that stuff's just sitting on the ground there, and that'll definitely cause some blight, right? So that was kind of like laying over, so I want to kind of push this actually so it's actually in the right area where it should be, so that I can then get in here and actually trim this up the way I need to. Looked like there was some flowers on there, but they all dried up. So not too worried about that. Obviously I don't want to cut where the fruit's hanging from, but see, that's from another branch that was cut. Now I came in yesterday and I trimmed some of this stuff up, and I was cutting back also so that some new stuff doesn't grow. Like I was cutting some of the new growth back just because I don't want it getting any taller. Or I don't actually want, I want it to, I don't mind it getting taller. I don't want it to branch out more is what it is. Because you get those new suckers and they start trying to take over the plant, and kind of be the lead. And I'm trying to avoid that. I don't want any new leads, so to speak. And this one looks like it's ripening up nicely. I don't know if you can see that, but based on the color there, he's ripening up nicely. You can see the other one's like pale in color, and that one's starting to get like a nice little tinge to it. So, ooh, I saw another one that has a nice little, that one's already starting to get some red to it right here. You can kind of see the comparison in the colors there. So, this stuff's looking pretty good. More marigolds here. We got some basil, some sweet basil right there, and that's the Genovese variety. We got the Thai basil right here. If we move over here, we got this cilantro's coming in pretty nice. Not really worried about it. I may trim this up just a tad to make sure we're getting proper airflow for the cilantro, because I don't want anything suffocating the cilantro. So, suffocating or blocking too much of its sun. So obviously we want to train this guy. He's been going up. I'm not a big believer of these, but it's what I had. I don't have anything over this to where I can string. So you see like this fuzziness here. See how it's like really fuzzy? That's like where like new growth is, right? And here you get some of that fuzzy. All that stuff's like new. So you can tell there's still new growth coming off of that. As it's older, you can tell, you see it's not quite as hairy and fuzzy. So if we move into this one, we got more zucchini. You're getting like, I don't know why they're doing this little like they look like bottles. And this isn't like crooked neck variety, because if you see, there's like straight, see like there's a straight one right there, and then you get like this bottle action where it's like big on the bottom and skinny towards the top. And I don't know if that's something like something's causing that. If you guys know, please let me know. But these plants are like very look at that guy. That guy's massive. It's a nice zucchini. I think I'm gonna be pulling that off in a second here, maybe. Should I give it another day? I think that might be ready to come off today. Then we got some more smaller zucchinis in here. We got, I think, a nice size one right here. Got some more basil. See, this is one that, see, kind of got that rot there. But see, look, it didn't rot all the way through, so I don't know. I wish I knew what's exactly going on here, but we got more tomatoes. Lots of them. Getting some with, uh-oh. This one rotted. Look at that. There's Mom. All right, so that one rotted, and it doesn't look like it affected anything else, which is fantastic. Hear my kids in the background there. I'm always going to try to trim off the dead leafage. I don't really want that hanging on there. But I mean, we got a lot of nice tomatoes here. Here is where we got two nice bell peppers on this little pepper tree. We got another one coming in there, a couple more on this side. Then we got more tomatoes coming in here. I thought I had put Romas. Maybe these are the Romas. These might be the Romas. Hoping. We'll see. More tomatoes. Then we're pretty much back to the other side where we started. We got cucumbers on this side. Oh, okay. Now I literally pulled off in the past 3 days. I pulled off 2 cucumbers that were in excess of 12 inches. They were delicious. One was probably close to about 16 inches, and the other was about 13. Now, they're rough estimates just because I use my fingers to measure them pretty much, but looks like we got a lot of, you can see some in there growing. You got this one, you got that one. I think I saw a few more elsewhere, but what we're hoping is that they'll start, some of them will start hanging down. And so like this dry stuff, I'll just, clip that out, and I just haven't really. Oh, look, here's another one. This one doesn't look like it's probably not going to really survive all the way through. I hope it will, but it probably won't. But that's okay, because you're going to lose some. You're going to get, you'll lose some, and that's normal. But look, we already got it. One of them at least is up to here. The other one's right here, and there's plenty of them, plenty of the vines there. Our fig, this one literally started like as far as like the plant part of it was like this tall, and it was still soft. So I got that there. On my last bed here, we got some more cilantro grown in here. And I'll always do a little de-weeding as I'm doing these videos. I don't always catch everything on the first try. That's asparagus. I've never actually grown asparagus, so I'm learning that. We got some jalapenos, and yes, we got some jalapenos. Another jalapeno. This one is not making it, the zucchini, but we have one zucchini on it. I hope it'll finish maturing on there before the plant finishes dying out, and then I'll just pull it, and I'm gonna plant some other stuff in there. And then we got more jalapenos. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 guys there. This one's got a bunch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 jalapenos there. We got another one here. Has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there. And we got some Thai basil, and this is that Ecuadorian hot pepper. That's what we call epazote. It's more used for medicinal purposes. Apparently they use it in Guatemala, which is where my wife is from. And we're back here to the dill. And then right over there is back where the grapes. Now this stuff, I'll tell you, I just like clipping some of this off sometimes because it's so fragrant. Oh, it's so good. I'm excited about this here. So now the cucumbers that I told you I pulled off, I actually pulled off of this plant here. I don't see any others growing off it right now. And I could just be missing it. But the plant's not dying, so, it's not dying yet because it's got new growth right here. So we'll see. We got some new growth there, some there. maybe I need to add a little fertilizer. We'll see. Maybe I'll throw some fertilizer. So this we kind of created just for this to go up. This all these melons, right? So all these are either cantaloupe. We got 3 cantaloupes and 1. I don't know what this stick is doing, but we got 3 cantaloupes and 1 melon. 1 cantaloupe and 3 watermelons. And we got a little melon here. Now, based on the color, it looks like it's going to be a watermelon, but it's supposed to be a cantaloupe. So we will see how that one keeps progressing. But yeah, I'm super excited about that little guy there. I know I saw a couple more, at least one other that was forming. And, but we'll see. We'll see how things go. Oh, there's one right there. You see him right there. So now you'll get 2 types of flowers always. So you'll see like this flower, this flower doesn't have anything on the back end of it here. See, it's all skinny. Whereas like our little melon, right? There was a flower here. I can see if we can spot another one. See, this is another male. There's no melon on the bottom of that. But if we go like to this one, like I was showing you, right? You see the little flower, and then there's that little fat ball at the back end. That's the female flower. So that's where the actual fruit grows. Pretty cool. It's kind of like, you know, they have similar anatomy, you know. But now I'm going to walk you over to, now I'm not going to show you like everything, obviously. I'll show you this, the kiwi. The kiwi's starting to grow again, and it looks like it's wrapping itself around that thing. That might not be good. We'll see. I might have to train that differently. But yeah, I'm not going to show you absolutely everything, just because there's some stuff, yeah, it's growing, but like there's no new fruit, like the cherry tree and, you know, the nectarine. It's growing, but it's nothing special. Now, the corn. This actually kind of excited me. Now, I don't like corn, eating-wise. I know, I'm weird. Write the comments that you like down below. But, so the corn starts forming in these like little pods on the side of this thing, on the side of the stalk, right? You see another one here. You see another one here. This is where you see it starts actually coming off and like becoming slightly independent. And this is the corn here. Oh, that's actually really cool. We can actually see one where you can see like the corn kernels. Oh, look at that. You can actually see the corn kernels, and that's really cool. I actually hadn't seen that one yet. I just happened to spot it right now. So that's pretty cool. I actually didn't know how corn grew. So now I know. Now you guys know. But yeah, it's really cool. There's like a whole mess of these guys. And it looks like each stalk pretty much produces one. I think they say sometimes, you know, they'll produce 2. I don't think I see any that are producing 2. But maybe there are, and I just haven't noticed. Because some of them are like they're like really like kind of like bunched up together, right? So like we got like 3 stalks here, and we got 1, 2, 3 little corn guys there. And there's another stalk. Oh, whoops, I didn't even flip the camera. I thought I hit a button. So here, sorry. It's a blooper for the reel, huh? All right, so we got like 4 stalks here, right? So we got 1, 2, 3 back there, and 4 right here, little corns for the 4 stalks. Now we got a little baby stalk here, and we got a little baby corn right here. So it doesn't, I don't see any that's actually forming two corns on one stalk, but who knows? We'll have to wait and see. But it is pretty cool. I'm actually, I think it's pretty cool. I'm still not going to eat corn, but I can only say that I've grown it now. Anyways, that's it for the update here. Thanks guys for watching. Let me know if there's specific content you want to see. Maybe I can, teach how to do something. If it's not this year, obviously next year, but at least I can, try to set things up in the works for next year. Or later in the season. We're in, July right now. I know I'm late, and I'm actually going to still try to do beans. So I'm going to do some pole beans, and but yeah, so we'll see that in the works. All right, well, we'll talk to you guys later. Thanks a lot, and let's create a green world together. All right, have a good one. Happy growing.